Hi, I'm Justin Pritchard, and this is the Mitsubishi Outlander. It's a crossover SUV, and like just about any other crossover SUV, it's got 4 or 6-cylinder power, 5 or 7 passenger seating, and 2 or 4-wheel drive underneath all of that. Yes, these days crossover SUVs are so similar to each other in terms of their technology and features and pricing that it's sometimes hard to make a decision. So I thought I would take a look at what helps to set this one apart.
Let's start with the powertrain. That's a 2.4-liter, 166 horsepower 4-cylinder engine with something that Mitsubishi calls MyVec, which is a fancy pants variable valve timing system with a simple premise. By taking active control of engine breathing in real time by manipulating the valves, that makes sure you get good mileage when you're cruising gently and lots of low-end pull when you accelerate. That's all attached to a continuously variable transmission, or CVT, which isn't typically my favorite sort of transmission because it has no gears and accelerates like a snow machine. This one, however, is a bit different. The engineers have retuned the CVT to move it into the next generation. Not only do you get smooth, endless power with no pauses to shift, but capitalizing on the low-end torque from the engine, it's able to lock into a steady RPM as you accelerate rather than revving up endlessly. Vehicle speed goes up, engine revs stay about the same, and there's no droning or excessive noise like you'll find in some competitors. If you're going to use a CVT, this is how it should be set up. It's as if the engine and transmission talk to one another every time you change your throttle input, and it works great. And even at full throttle, the engine stays nice and smooth, pulls hard, and never feels strained. So, end effect here is that you've got an engine and gearbox combo that work very well together when it comes to making the best use of available power, delivering that power very smoothly, and perhaps even performing a little better and more quietly than you'd expect. And there's more on it to like. This eco button, among other things, alters throttle and transmission calibrations to reduce responsiveness slightly when you aren't in a rush, which helps you save fuel. Then there's the all-wheel drive system, which Mitsubishi calls all-wheel control. That offers up several modes to cater to the driving conditions at hand. Use the big button to toggle between standard fully automatic operation, a 4-wheel drive E mode that reduces system engagement to save fuel, and a preemptive lock mode for slippery stuff like we're driving on today. Even running a set of winter tires and hauling along a little north of the speed limit, I was able to see mileage land at an impressive test average of 10 liters per 100 clicks, which ties a number of smaller competitors that I've recently driven. So the technology works, and if you need more juice, you can get a bigger V6 engine too, though I figure this 4-cylinder strikes an ideal balance of performance and fuel economy for most. What else is going on in here? Well, Outlander's new cabin is pleasant, maybe a little short on color other than the woven metallic accents, but trimmed nicely, roomy, easy to get in and out of, easy to see out of, and it packs plenty of at-hand storage. Even with the noisier winter tires mounted, the road and wind noise levels at speed are kept nicely in check. The ride is only jarring on the roughest surfaces, and relatively generous ground clearance means it's ready to tackle trails as needed. I noted no issues with grip or wasteful wheel spin on this sloppy trail, and the ride quality was pretty good, even over the rough stretches, as long as you keep the speed reasonable. In back, you get a generous cargo hold with plenty of room for a load of stuff from my favorite place in the universe, IKEA, as well as a clever underfloor storage bin system if you don't opt for the optional flip-up third-row seat. In front of that, second-row seats recline and offer plenty of space for Grownups too. Bluetooth with audio streaming, steering wheel mounted controls, heated seats, and automatic climate control installed to the tester keep drivers entertained and comfy on the move too. Complaints? Well, personally, I'm not a big fan of the styling, though it is unique. The tailgate doesn't open far enough, and you could whack your melon on it if you're much taller than about 5'11". Ultimately, the standout reason to check out the Outlander will be the real-world fuel mileage, very slick powertrain, and of course, Mitsubishi's powertrain warranty, which backs you up for 10 years or 160,000 clicks. With all-wheel drive, the Outlander ES tester came in at 28,000. Thanks for watching.